Hello and welcome to English coaching class. I'm your English teacher, Syed Ashikur Rahman. Students, as you're back to my class, I have discussed something in our last class that I have done recapitulation. Do you remember recapitulation of the rat trap? Today, a new topic. Okay, so what is the new topic? So before going and discussing the topic, coming on the discussion, elaboration, and coming into the point of understanding, just I want that you must subscribe my channel and don't forget to like my video. Okay, and don't forget to press the bell icon button whenever I'll be uploading the videos. Students, you can get the videos regularly. So this is one suggestion. Do subscribe my channel. So just students, let's come and see the discussion and what I have brought for the discussion in front of you today. Yeah, there's some lines here on the screen. So, dost na raha, pyar na raha, zindagi hame tera एतबार ना रहा, एतबार ना रहा. This is a song. I have bought it from a Hindi movie. I'm not going to describe about the movie. I'm not going to say something about that movie. Just quoted lines. We all have a friends, and in Hindi, or we can say there's a dialer tune, a song of Airtel. Har ek dost zaruri hota hai. Okay, so the friend in need is a friend indeed. We have that one good friend, or we can say we do have lots of bad friend. Okay, bad friend, we won't talk about the bad friend, but I'll say we do have friends. Okay, good and bad, we won't make any category. All are good, so we won't make any category. So just keep these lines, dost na raha, pyar na raha. What it mean? The friend as he is, the right now the situation is different. He's not the same condition. He's not a similar way. The friend has changed. The friend has changed. The relationship is changed. And zindagi hum hai tere, एतबार na raha, means there is no trust. When there is no trust, then again it takes into a different turn. Just keep this small idea about the life, about the friendship, about the trust, about the bond, what we keep. Means see, after father and mother, we believe our teachers, and after teachers, what everything, each and everyone we believe is a friend. Okay, what you can't share to your father, you can't share to your teacher, you definitely share to your friend. So just that friend is important. So the next quoted lines are in front of you. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved and believes in the goodness in people. Yeah, the next quoted line, students, you can see on the screen. Okay, you can see in the screen. Okay. What is that? Be the reason someone smiles. Just, I'll be asking some questions on this quoted lines here. And students, you can write it down, the answers on your chat box. Definitely, I want to see what's your view on the question. Okay, what is your view? What the questions, whatever I'll be asking, what you are giving your view. I want to know. See, English is an interactive class. The interaction must continue. It is a virtual live class, but live means you are there. You should be active. Okay, so your active presence should be understood, felt, and realized. I can see you, I can feel you are definitely able to understand me, and I am able to connect to you. So the first sentence here, be the reason someone smiles, and be the reason someone feels loved and believe in the goodness in people. The first sentence, believe the reason someone smiles. See, when ever you are due to you, means see, there might be many instances you have got scolded from your parents, from your school days till now, means from your early days of a school till class 12, means your students, your class 12, you're watching this video, the class 12 students. So till now in the class 12, we have raised it. You might have got many times the scoldings. But do you ever realize, means when you are the person who is the reason of smile? Can anyone tell me any instance or some information? You may even turn on your audio and you can speak. And can you share any such instance where you are the reason for smile for somebody? Anyone can turn on your mic, you can speak to me and I can listen the information. Ever you are the reason for someone's smile by doing some act, by helping others, by giving some chocolates, whatever may be the situation. Have you ever done it, students? If yes, write it down in the box, chat box, yes. If no, no problem. But if you have some reasons, you are the reason for anyone's smile, students, come on, let me see whether you are the reason for someone's smile or not. Come on, students, let me see. Just write it down. I hope you are present, you are active, you are listening to me. Students, come on, let me see. Yeah, there is someone is writing. Yeah, you are. But can you give me some instance? Come on, you can turn on your audio and you can speak to me, students. Be the reason someone smiles and be the reason someone feels love. And believe in the goodness in people by supporting a friend in his difficult time. Okay, one answer is coming. By supporting a friend in his difficult time. Okay, yes, correct. See, yeah, that's correct. When suppose for example, I'll say it's that it might be happen with each and every student. Suppose a boy who is weak in his subject, he just asks, he lends copy from you. Come on, give me the copy. I want to do this homework. And you help him, and you are giving sometimes, come on, you help me. Someone might be thanking you, but may not be. But when he realizes when your absence, the other one is not giving and he is coming to you and you are giving some kind of smile. Small smile, not doing, trying to do something big. And when someone, your friend needs chocolate, loves chocolate, you give chocolate to them. So be the reason someone smile. It may be a small act, but smiling, bringing smile on the face, it's something different, students. Just understand, smile is not what giving 100 rupees, bringing smile on someone's face. It's more than that. It does not pay anything, but that payment means the smile that is coming on the face. It's more than that any amount can give it. So be the reason someone feels love when you're there. The affection, love, kindness, humanitarian behavior. What I am talking about. Okay, believes in the goodness in people. The goodness, we do have good in us. I do some good thing. We do donate some to the poor people, some money, so that we do some kind of goodness. Just students I'm talking about from the very beginning. Whatever slides I am showing, it is connecting to our discussion of points. Friends, okay, here the bringing smile on someone's face. We are showing love, kindness, and you remember those points. You can write it down in the chat box. What the points in each slide I'm discussing, what points I'm bringing down. Okay, love, believe, goodness. Okay, we do something good for others, showing kindness. So that humanitarian behavior, what I'm talking about. Okay, so what the gist of the quotation I'm bringing out in front of you, students. Let's see the next one. Let's come to the next. Sorry. A true human being who realized the essential oath of human life and universal brotherhood is a real man. Next quotation. First, second, and third. It's a total gist of two, and this is the final concluding, summarizing information that of a topic it's coming to where I'm bringing you today. The true human being who realizes the essential of human life. Okay, see, we all are human. And if we don't understand our importance, what's your importance of your life? What is your oath of life? Why you are living? What you are doing? If you don't understand, then you are not in a proper world what you are doing it. You're clueless. Okay, so that true human being who realize the essential oath of human life. What is the importance of human life? And universal brotherhood. We all are equal. We should live in one roof. So we are under one roof, students, what I was talking about. When we leave, if it is a boy, it is a girl, it is an older man, where we are living in one earth, one planet, we all are together. If we are doing, someone is doing anything wrong, all the one, see, as you have rated the ecological, what food web food chain, animal eating, plant eating, that the process has been said. As you are science students, if you remember, it was taught in the class 8 or 9 in CBSE school and ICC all. It's a food chain and food wave. So that water cycle process. So it is a natural process. We all are connected in this world. If someone is doing something wrong, then definitely other is going to get affected. So what the line's talking here, a true human being who realize the essential oath of human life. What is the essential oath of human life? What is the minimum oath of human life? And universal brotherhood, when we all are together and we all are equal, and is a real man. A real man. Just have underlined with the bold. Okay, and that is an important part. Who is a real man? Who really understand the essential oath of human life, our oath of human life, and universal world. We treat everyone equal. No discrimination. He is boy, he is girl, or he is white, he is black. No discrimination. No casting, no kind of discrimination. We all are human. Only one eye to look to everyone. That is, we all are human. That is what the lines are talking. So we should that treat everyone. What I said at first point, see students, just the first three, right now we're discussing 3 slides. First I was talking about the friend. Every friend is important, but the time comes, friends, that relationship changes. The friends, there's gap comes in a friendship, and we don't trust our friends. And the next slide was talking about what? Who is the goodness of what we do it in our life. Okay, the next slide was talking about what we be the reason of someone's smile. That what we are talking, that we shouldn't do something that it will be effective for our work, the work of kind. We should bring smile on other one's face. And finally, that is even comes under the humanitarian behavior, bringing one's smile on your reason for someone's smile, doing something that others are smiling, giving food to poor, and they can feel their belly, and they smile, give them smile, they're happy. So just with these ideas and information, our new topic, the opposite of friend is enemy. The new topic is enemy by Pearl S.Buck. The enemy written by Pearl S.Buck. These all information I stated. Opposite of enemy. See, who is your enemy will or can be a good friend, and whoever is a good friend can be a big enemy. Whoever is a good friend, because the friend knows everything, and if the friendship is not in a proper path, tomorrow he or she can be a big enemy. Or someone is an enemy, you don't like him or her, next day time will come, he or she will help you. Just this was a perception what happens, who is enemy. But the topic of our discussion from the book, that is the book name is Vistas, and the chapter name is The Enemy by Pearl S.Buck. And what the enemy is, what we're going to talk in these slides, first 3 slides, what I was talking about, the friendship and the enemy, how it turns or become a friend. What is that the reason? The humanitarian behavior. We show humanitarian love, kindness, that humanitarian behavior. When we stand out, we help others. So that is the what basic things, essential goodness, what we are talking about. Okay, that can turn anyone from bad to good. As we have seen it in the rat trap, the essential love and kindness was shown by the Edla. Similarly, here we are going to see that. Okay, so the theme here, what I said it, we have already discussed, and 3 points. Means, see students, what I have discussed, you can write it down. Those are the theme points even. That's why I'm not mentioning. I'm delivering, I'm giving the information. Those gist can be taken sub points or theme points for this chapter, and those I have not discussed, I am highlighting these here as a proper more or what highlighted theme points. What are these? Okay, here, right, racism as by product of nationalism. Racism as by product of nationalism. Try to understand the point. Second point is duty versus self-interest. And third is the universality of human race. Okay, that first point, racism as byproduct of nationalism. As in the recent days, you might have seen in the news that Donald Trump, the election is going to come in America due to black people are standing against the what Donald Trump. Still, there's a racism, black and white problem is going on. Racism here, you are this, you are this. So when we start pointing product of nationalism, okay, and it becomes a product of nationalism, and it's showing up identity, nationalism. Okay, so this is a big question mark. When we'll go for more elaboration and discussing how racism and how it is a product of nationalism, we will see, okay, you are white, you are black, those discussions will make it into more clear. Duty versus self-interest. See, my duty, I am a teacher, my duty is to teach. At the same time, what if some student is in problem, definitely my duty is to motivate, help, and to bring him down in a right position in his life. Okay, this is versus self-interest, how I can do. Okay, and so what is that same thing? And being an individual, what is my responsibility? And being a citizen, being a patriotic, there's a collision here. Another theme point I have not highlighted here. This theme point, what collision between patriotism and humanitarianism. Okay, being a human, how you are going to act in the situation. You have to show you are a patriot, or you human, you're a doctor or you're a teacher. You should see equal. See what happens some cases. The students might have seen it or might have felt it. The teacher is giving priority to XYZ boy or girl. But if in a class 30 students, each student is important for teacher. Okay, all are equal. All need to see, he or she need to see the equal means equal importance to everyone. Similarly, when someone is there, we need to see a treatment must be equal. What is our priority that need to be seen? I should help my student, or I should be there. No, let him die. I must not help. Okay, what is my duty that need to be understood? This is here another what theme point. Then universality. Okay, universality of human race. How human are the humanitarian behavior? What I was talking in those slides, my students. These are the theme points of this chapter. You remember it. It's a lengthy chapter. It's not a small chapter. It carries only 25 to 30 pages in detail of line-wise explanation. When I'll be going, I don't know. I have taken rat trap 5 to 6 parts. This enemy will extend. Students, it will extend. So just try to understand those previous informations before getting into the chapter. This is an introduction class. Understand everything, how are things, background settings, what is happening, and then only when you go into line-wise explanation, these things when will be elaborate, you can easily capture, you can easily connect to those introduction class. Okay. And then comes here the few facts about the writer. Okay, Pearl S.Buck, her full name is Pearl Comfort Sticker, was born on June 26, 1892 in Hillsborough, West Virginia, USA. The Sticker lived in Xinjiang and Changshu, Xiangdu provinces, then a small city lying at the junction of Yangtze River and the Grand Canal. Okay, here this means it's related to Japan or China, where we can say in the early days she has completed her life. Pearl's father spent months away from home. Inheriting in the Chinese countryside means the father used to spend more time in the outskirts of the countryside, the village side of China, in search of Christian converts, those who are there, those who converting the Christians. From childhood, Pearl spoke both English and Chinese. We can see the influence of English and the Chinese, the native place, native language, wherever you are, that is the influence is there. Okay, you are in Odisha, you will be speaking Odia. If you are in the West Bengal means Bengali, whatever, wherever, which place. So that's a language importance plays an important role. Similarly, she was able to speak English and Chinese from beginning. So this is certain information will help you and about the writer Pearl S.Buck. Now come to the next one, setting and background. What is the setting and background here? The story happens in the coastal town of Japan. Okay, where the story is happening exactly. It's in a coastal town of Japan, in a coastal area. So most probably in the year 1941, following Japan attacking Pearl Harbor, where US Army was camping and controlling. See, at the present scenario where India and China, there's a collision going on, and America is there in the mid near Pakistan and India border, those areas, the undersea water, America has made her base. Similarly, America is having a very powerful, what we can say, a country where it's showing its power all the time, in decades we can say. At the present, he's trying to influence the whole world. Similarly, during that time, it was an attack. It's a wartime influence, and it's a war effect. When there's a war, what is the effect of it? Post-war effect, we can say, or the war effect, the current situation when there's a war. Not post, current situation when there's a war is going on. How do you feel? Okay, you hate other one, and how the scenario? Same we can say, US Army and Japan. There's a bit of collision between Japan and Army. Second World War. Okay, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when the bomb was done. During that time, it connects to that period. Japanese were hostile to the Americans. Any Japanese was ready to kill any American found in their soil. So it was like this condition. Your enemy means, it may be your friend, American may be your friend, but the what nationalism feeling is the same kind. Whoever the American comes, he will kill, or whoever the American will see Japanese, they will kill. So that type of thing was there in the mind of people of Japan and America. So this is the settings and background information, how the people attitude is during the wartime. Whoever it may be, he may be his friend or anyone, but it is a wartime, and that kind of strategy is developed in in the people's mind. Okay, so next comes your character. So here the characters are very important to remember. First one, the role of father, the wife role. The protagonist is Dr. Sadao himself. Okay, the old general army, the Tom, Yumi, the gardener, cook, and officer. These are the total list of characters. And out of his first protagonist, what you can say, the main character, the leader, the leading character, okay, is the Dr. Sadao Hoki. Who is he? A Japanese doctor. He studied medicine in America and later returned to Japan. He learned his medical, being a doctor, and studied in America, and he returned to Japan, to his motherland, hometown in Japan. Okay, it's clear about the character, very short and brief information about him. Next, important character after Sadao. After Sadao is Hannah. Very important character. See, her character, as I said, the part of Edla in the introduction, her character is very important. You must remember. Similarly, when I'll be giving the explanation of line-wise explanation, you must remember the Hannah's character. It's also important character here. Hannah, his wife, Japanese. He is also Japanese. They two meet in America. They all in America and become friends, married there legally, and it is unlikely that Hannah was a medical student. Okay, it is unlikely that Hannah was a medical student. It was not likely they were not in the same. Unlikely it was not likely. Okay, so it is unlikely that Hannah was a medical student. So we can see Hannah, even she was not a medical student. Finally, she is not. I'm clearing the statement. Don't be confused with the statement. She was not a medical student, but she was in the initial days. She was coming in how they meet it, what happened. We'll be discussing the line-wise explanation, the short information about Hannah. Next, Sadao's father, a true die-hard Japanese. True die-hard means hardcore. What we talk about means very much hardcore wrestler, means very much powerful, means his depth in it. So he's a die-hard Japanese, means everything from top to bottom, whatever he'll wear or whatever he'll do in his home, it's of Japanese thing. Blindly patriotic. He did not allow any foreign articles at home. So you can understand his character. Very short not, it won't come as a long answers, but first two will maybe, or you might find it as a long answers. Next from the old general, Japan's army general. He's Japan army general. Sadao was patient and he was cruel man in his prime years. He was a cruel man in his prime years. Just to mark it down these short points. The short points are important about what old general. When I'll go for detailed analysis of the line, it will help you to understand and it will help you to get the character of old general. Even you may get it, this old general character is also third important character after Hannah. Okay, then comes the Tom, an American soldier who got ashore near Sadao's house following a serious injury. Tom was treated by Sadao. See, Japanese, who is Japanese? Sadao, Hannah, they are Japanese. And Tom is American. And how did, how he do, means how he is able to do what treatment to American. In the heart, hate for American as a wartime, but being a doctor, humanitarian service. Sadao, Hoki is a doctor, but Hannah, she is not. And being, as she is not a doctor, but she is working and serving, that part need to be seen, acknowledged, and understand matters about Hannah. Next come Yumi, Sadao's mate, in charge of the baby. She is in charge of the babies and means kids of the of that Sadao. She was attached to the babies. She was totally taking care of babies. Okay. Next character, gardener. Sadao's gardener, an old man in service since Sadao's father time, means when father was there, from that time the gardener was in the house. And see student, I have just made it the gardener and the cook as a bold because to highlight they are the old character, the old people, those who are present in the family the longer days and when Sadao was a small boy. Okay, and they are in the later on the part how these people stand against Sadao, we will be seeing it. Sadao's cook, an old man in service since Sadao's father's time. Since father's time, he is in service, he is working from that time. Okay, an officer, a messenger of general. So when this man enters, when any policeman, means an officer refers to the messenger of general, a policeman, when a policeman enters to your family and he pays the visit to the family, people just keep eyes, why this man is coming, what happened, so many questions comes in front of you. Okay, so many questions. So when this man is coming in the chapter, you will be able to know how the scene, how the tension is going on in the Hannah's mind and even in the doctor's Sadao. So in the description of line-wise description, we'll be meeting this character, and these characters, three to four are the main characters. First, Hoki, Sadahoki, Hannah, two important characters. Followingly, the old general, then Tom. Okay, where we can see the long one. Okay, students. Yeah, students, you can see the an officer means the character is also too connected, too important when the he will be coming into the scene. You can see how this man will be playing the role. So at the same time, the surprise in the Hannah's face, question mark in the Sadao's face, we'll be seeing this character's role in line-wise explanation. Okay, line-wise explanation of the chapter. We can see how these characters are working. We can see in that part. Okay, so we will be watching the character. The character analysis is must from this chapter. Okay, so just remember first two characters, Sadao and Hannah. This is very important two characters. Long question is must from these two characters. Then any other character, General or Tom. But first two is important. That is Hannah or Sadahoki. Then you may consider Tom in a general questions. Character elaboration may be done. In a general questions, the old general information can be shared with incident based. So many questions can be framed, but these questions will be discussed in the recapitulation session, summarizing session, what I do after the end of the chapter. Okay, so you have to just remember when I'll be teaching this analysis, you can do easily. Okay, so you can mark it down the character part, you can have the copy, you can have the notes, you can in the book, and you can underline it. This is the proper thing when you can do, you can help yourself with this part of character. See, when you will read it, what reference book, you will become a mug, like means parrot do the mugging. When you understand, you can give your own information when you write the answers. So what do you want? You want to be parrot, or you have your own sixth sense to utilize for examination? Mugging is never a solution. If it is any subject, maybe English or any subject. Okay, students. Next comes our introduction. Okay, where finally what happens, the introduction I'll be sharing to you. It is a time of the war. It is a time of the World War. An American prisoner of war is washed ashore in a dying state. With this introduction, students, with this introductory information, tomorrow, next class, tomorrow I'll be continuing. I'll be taking the class tomorrow. Next class, the next, you can see the line-wise video will be coming tomorrow. So you can see me live tomorrow even. Okay, so an American prisoner, it just gives the introductory idea, then we'll connect to the line-wise explanation. Okay, an American prisoner of war is washed ashore in a dying state and is found at the doorstep of Japanese doctor. Should he save him as a doctor or hand him over to the army as a patriot? I told it's a wartime effect, whoever it may be. I told you that's why I initiated the introductory idea. Those Naraha means the friend is no more as a friend. He's changed. The situation is changed. One time Americans spend time with Japanese, or Japanese spend time with American, but right now these two are enemy. When you are enemy, you don't think that once upon a time you were a friend. So this kind of analysis, this kind of set of mind automatically develops in them. So but the question mark is there. But question mark there. What finally our existence is, we are human. When we are human, we saw humanitarian behavior. When we saw our humanitarian behavior, that matters a lot. That matters a lot. What we do, we saw humanitarian behavior. And as we saw humanitarian behavior, that matters. We can bring the change in life, whoever it may be. Enemy can be a friend, okay, and whatever the stage of life. So that's why we must show humanitarian behavior. That we are going to get that information from our text. Okay, so what happens here? An American prisoner of war is washed ashore. Is falling in the shore of a ocean or a tide, or whatever you can see sea, where we can see the shore. As you might have visited to the different beach near to the shore, this Japanese doctor's house is, okay, and is found at the doorstep of a Japanese doctor. So when near our door, people come for begging. Similarly, opposite of the door, the shore. And this man can easily see the happenings, what was happening there. Okay, now should he save him as a doctor or hand over to the army as a patient? That was a big question in front of the doctor. He should do his duty, or he should do a service, humanitarian behavior, or he should be a patriot, stand, no, I won't help him. There's a big question mark. With this, we'll do the analysis of the chapter. The story is set during the Second World War. What I said, it's true. This is set in the Second World War. A Japanese doctor finds an army POW. Okay, POW refers to the time of war, like a messenger. The people walk. Okay, post means that it refers to war soldiers. Okay, during that time, I'm at his doorsteps. He is in a dilemma that being a doctor, should he save the wounded man or being a Japanese? What should he do? That is a big question mark in front of him. Should he hand over the enemy to the army? So what he should do? See, when there is a confusion, when you're in a dilemma, I should take this step or this step. Road not taken, students. You remember the path. You remember the poem. I'm going to connect to the class 9, road not taken. If I've read it, just remember the two different parts, which one, right or wrong. But conclusion is different when you select different paths. So in front of you, what is that? Being a patriot, you should stand up, or being a doctor, you should help people. You must show the humanitarian behavior. See, essential goodness of humanitarian behavior can change anyone. That is the basic idea that we get it from the chapter. So with this introductory idea, students, I want to take sign out from you, and just I want to ask you to be prepared, read it, get prepared for the next chapter. That means this chapter, what is an interesting chapter. It's a long chapter, or we can say it's a lengthy chapter. Okay, lengthy chapter, near about 25 to 30 page, and you must hold your nerves to understand in details. If you won't understand in details, you can't write the analytical question, or what we can say analytical question refers to the what? Value-based question. What values are coming? When you go in details, you can understand. Summarize information can help you to write the past marks, but won't give you a details, means won't give you the best marks what you needed for your subject. So line-wise explanation, a reference book, just give the summarized idea. No reference book, text is there. So you have a text, keep it ready for the next class, students. And with the reminder, I want to take sign out from you. If you are a new user, just don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't forget to like my video. Okay, and thank you for watching. Bye, students. Be ready. Tomorrow I'll be coming up with the same chapter. What is that? The enemy. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. We'll meet you tomorrow. If you have any suggestions, you can connect to me personally. I'll help you out with you and I'll be connecting to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.